Hey guys, welcome back to my video or back to my channel. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe. So fall semester is winding down, or it's coming to an end for most people if it's not already over. Definitely made huge amount of mistakes that I would definitely change. It's kind of what I wanted to talk about in this video. So one of the biggest things that I noticed early on was the lack of preparation of, keeping up with assignments, to-do lists. I think when anyone who's taking more than 12 credits can relate, it can be overwhelming. And anyone, usually trying to do a lot, especially organizations, working, it's easy to get overwhelmed. One of the biggest resources that I would have used early on was Notion. Anyone who doesn't know what Notion is, it's basically a tool that you can use to off-port like assignments, to-do lists, things that you have coming up, events, so you really don't have to keep up with it, manually like in a notebook. It kind of alerts you, it keeps up with everything you have to do coming up. So anyone, I honestly, that's been such a game changer, and it's been one of the biggest things that I saw that tremendously just improved my efficiency with everything, with working out, studying, events I had coming up, really anything I kind of just imported everything in there. About a month in, I was taking 17 credit hours, so about a month in, and that's tremendously changed like my workflow. Definitely using that moving forward. I'm definitely going to use that in medical school. I recommend to anybody who is looking for a source to really put all your to-do lists or things that you have coming up. Huge, recommended for sure. So another thing that I pretty much was a huge struggle for me is I'm an EMT, so I work on the weekends, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and one of the biggest things that I saw was, the lack of really, the preparation of having to do assignments, tests, and working on the weekend, running 911 calls, and then sitting here and turn around and then try to study for exams was overwhelming. And one of the single things that I saw once I changed, that I saw tremendous jumps in my scores, was Anki. So I know a lot of pre-meds already know about it, definitely medical students, PA students, pretty much anyone that's in graduate level pretty much know what Anki is. But for everyone who doesn't know what Anki is basically a spaced repetition, active learning, flashcard resource. It's kind of like Quizlet, but I consider it like, Quizlet on steroids, because you can do so much with it, especially if you know how to code. You are just ahead of the game. So for me, how I used Anki was I created my own flashcards. So I would learn a topic, I would learn, conceptualize information, and then I would basically import PowerPoints or create flashcards off of the resources I was using. And the idea behind that was, I'm on a truck for 13 hours running 911 calls in Atlanta. So to me, I didn't really have, my weekends were shot, but there's times that I would be sitting at the hospital, or a little bit of times on my hands, I would just, pull it up on my mobile device. By the way, you can use it on a mobile device as well, which is another big thing. So it's free. You can use it on your desktop, but it's also free on your mobile device. I mean, not free, it's like $20, I think, actually. It could be more or less, I'll double check that. But yeah, so you definitely pay a slight premium to put on your mobile device, but I think it's worth it because you can literally do it on the go. You can do it on a train, whenever you are, not doing anything, whether you're volunteering or whatever. It's very easy to go through flashcards. And so what I did was I would learn a topic really, really well, and I would create flashcards off of that topic. And it actually, what I found is it decreased the amount of time that I was actually studying, which was tremendously helpful. So I definitely, I knew about Anki, but I think I was never using it effectively, and I was never doing it every day. Like, you're supposed to do it every single day. And the idea behind doing it every day is it would decrease the amount of time you would study in the long run, so that to decrease the amount, of cramming, quote unquote. And so, huge. And anyone who knows about spaced repetition, active learning, those combined is like amazing. It's it's a little tug and pull whenever you're trying to learn information, pulling it out, but you'll see the benefits. You'll reap the benefits from it later. And I can make another video going more into Anki. I'll probably end up doing that. You can leave a comment if you want me to do that. I can definitely do that. But definitely starting to use Anki, huge, tremendous upward trend in my grades for sure. So, fall semester is pretty much ending. Pretty much what I'm doing now is really just gearing up to take the MCAT. So I'm currently studying for the MCAT. It's the winter break right now. So I'm doing that, learning, hanging out, relaxing a little bit. Definitely recommend that. I'm also writing my personal statement. Still working, of course. And just getting ready to prepare for the spring semester classes. I plan on uploading more videos coming up, talking really about more like stuff I really want to talk about, like EMT, so volunteering, clinicals, again, Anki, and other things that I really found helpful with really allowing me to be successful in undergrad and getting ready to apply to medical school. So yeah, so look forward to those videos coming up. I look forward to creating them and kind of giving my own perspective on it. And yeah, it's gonna be a good winter. I hope you guys have a good winter break, spring semester, volunteering, keep doing your thing, and let's go and keep getting it. All right, guys, you guys have a great one.